my understanding and my experience on this earth has been that, again, these desires come in the form of puzzle pieces. And the reason they're not the full picture is because if you saw the full picture of what you are capable of achieving in your life, you wouldn't believe it. And God knows that. So that's why he has to give it to you in pieces, is because you can't handle it. You wouldn't even take that first step. And that's this whole journey of trust and the human experience and enjoying growing along the way versus just everything's about the arrival. It is about the becoming. It's about the person you are and how you reflect love in your actions, in your life, in your expressions. And for me, my businesses have become an expression of love. It's an expression of who I am. And when, it is a very cool soundbite to say, I went from living in a car to first getting the island. I say first getting, we'll talk about it in a little bit, the island within 7 years. 7 years from homeless to private island owner. And it is a very tough thing to own an island, especially somewhere this amazing. How did I do that? That is a very cool soundbite. But I'm the same Britnie that lived in her car that owns this island. I am still just as valuable. I was born valuable. I'm going to die valuable. And no thing makes me worth more. You've got to figure out who you are beyond your stuff so that you can own your stuff and your stuff doesn't own you. And the island is not the pinnacle of my career. This is a tiny piece. It's a wonderful, beautiful tiny piece, but it is still a vehicle in which I get to engage my calling. I get to surrender this asset as a force for good, to be used as God's hands and feet to reach people and heal them so that they can activate into their purpose. But I want to be very clear, as cool as that soundbite is, this island does not define me or my worth. Maybe my net worth, but not my real worth.
Yeah, that is, you put that into perspective so well, Britnie. And our material possessions will never define who we are. But I think that when we can use those possessions for a greater good, when we can use just things in our life, that we can use our assets as a blessing to other people, I think that's where the power lies.